As I age, I gain forehead, and I'm hoping that's wisdom.
Creek Speak Business Solutions.
Adam Creek here, executive business coach, helping you make it happen. Today we're talking about stress and embracing stress as a powerful ally. I like this. I'm actually going to read it. Nigel doesn't like me reading things, but I'm reading it because it's good. Channeled properly, stress can be a positive and powerful force. Whether it's the nervousness we feel before going on stage to perform, or the stress of a fast approaching deadline, the anxiety that drives us to do more in less time can be one of our best friends. Many of us think stress as negative or something to be avoided. Rethink it. Harness the power of stress as performance energy. So what we're talking about with stress is you need a certain amount of stress in your life. You need a certain amount of stress. It was stressful for me when Nigel was up running around. I had no idea what he was doing. But we need a certain amount of stress in our life to actually make things happen.
Yeah!
There's a guy by the name of Dr. Hans Seil, and he developed this word called Eustress, E-U-S-T-R-E-S-S. Eustress is there to help you, and you got to recognize that sometimes we get stressed in our life and actually pushes us into action. Sometimes you need the poke from a manager, prod from a partner that just lights your fire and gets you into action. That's good. There were two guys, Yerkes and Dodson from Harvard in 1908, and they made this law. You can see it's like a parabola. You can see as stress increases, so our performance increases, but when stress gets too much, performance actually starts to decrease. You want to identify right here, which I'm calling the limit of capacity, or the high performance zone. And this is where you want to exist most often, in the place where stress and performance are optimized. And when we have stress pushes us into action. Stress motivates change. My Olympic rowing coach, Mike Spracklin, he was a big believer in stress as an initiator of change and positive change. If you're not stressed, you're not going to change. But you also have to acknowledge that you need to recover from stress. So what you'll notice when you're at the limit of your capacity and your performance starts to decrease, you need to take a break and recover. Push really hard, then you pause to power up, and then you return. The pause and power up piece is pretty key. Pausing, take a breath. It can be a 15-minute pause, it can be a 30-minute pause, it can be a pause for a day or a week. You just have to, depending on the amount of stress you've been dealing with. And it can be meditation. You can hang out with your fuzzy critter friends, like a dog or a horse if you're one of those horse people. Meditate, jog, visit an art gallery. I love the sauna. What works for you to just recharge? And then when you come back, in fact, you're able to endure more stress and perform more. Your capacity actually increases. In sum, stress is your friend. You should embrace it. When you feel stress come on, you should say thank you. Thank you, stress, for giving me this power. And you should acknowledge that it's there to expand your blood vessels, make you think more clearly, make you perform in the moment. And then also recognize that under extreme times of stress, you also need to recover effectively. So love stress, use it, perform, take time to recover, and stress will be your friend.
Make it better!
Thanks again for coming along on this journey. I'm talking through this book, The Responsibility Ethics, some of the concepts and the tools that you can use to be a more driven, activated professional. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, ask them below, and we'll do a Q&A session with the good questions. If it's a bad question, I'm not going to answer it.